What up, guys? That Comic Awesome here doing another review, doing Batman 45, and this issue was intense. As you know, Batman is getting married in, I think, a couple months. I think that's when the wedding issue is. So what does Booster Gold want to do? He wants to give Batman the ultimate gift, and this is the gift part 1. And of course, this gift really sucks because Booster Gold must die. This is a very interesting story, but I worry and I liken it to the latest story arc with Captain America. Just before you turn off the video, calm down. I'll tell you why. It's not a good reason, but it's probably not the reason why you're thinking. So we kind of start off with this really kind of creepy intro with Hal Jordan, and he's kind of just him monologuing a little bit. He says, "Don't worry, you can do anything as long as you got the will to do it. For example, this ring won't let me hurt myself. That's kind of a big rule." He's like, "But if I have enough will, it'll let me, He's like, and we all know I do. I'm pretty sure I can overwrite that rule." And he blows his brains out in front of Booster Gold, who's just like, oh, oh. And I mean, I haven't read a lot of Booster Gold over the years. He kind of reminds me of like the frat guy superhero. Like, he's got the blonde hair, blue eyes, rugged good looks. He's like, I can fly, I can do stuff. But he's kind of like, again, this like kind of derpy face, like, oh, like, whoa. In fact, whoa. And he's like, oh, that was intense and kind of awesome. You just witnessed Hal Jordan blow his brains out, and you're like, that was awesome. I'm pretty sure you have some sociopathic issues if watching, I wouldn't say a close friend, but a friend or a colleague pretty much kill themselves in front of you. Yeah, you know what? The more I think about it, that's very disturbing. Very disturbing. So he's on the hunt for Batman. He's looking for Batman. And obviously you can see the city is just like on fire. And then you get this kind of cut, and it kind of cuts back and forth to not only Booster trying to find Batman, but kind of the rest of the Bat family and how and what they're up to in this, in this world. And you have Tim Drake, and he's kind of at this like dead end job, or I don't know if this is like school or what. But there's like this, I guess his boss or like teacher or something is like kind of hovering over him. He's like, there was a Joker on the bus this morning. He stabbed a lady right in the face. It was gross. She screamed. He's like, I was going to pull out my gun, but then another guy beat me to it, shot the Joker a bunch, ended up shooting another lady by accident. This is the third time this happened this month. It's stupid. He's like, I want to say President Cobblepot is right. Everything be better if we run this place like Ghoul over in wherever it's Russia, or use Raja. So obviously that's kind of like a little bit of a dig at the Trump-Putin relationship, which I don't think anyone would say that Trump is trying to run this place like Russia. Correct me if I'm wrong. Actually, don't correct me if I'm wrong. Bleh. But it was all right. Like it was fine because I got a little bit of a chuckle at it. I get it. Penguin would run the country like Trump, whatever. So Booster's still trying to find Batman. Bat signal's all kind of junked up, but he gets the idea that his little robot buddy Skeet will, kind of looks like a bat, so he, lights him up and shines a bat signal. Well, what do you get? You get like armed to the teeth Batman. And I want to say this panel, the art in this issue is superb. I loved this. It looks badass. And I know a lot of you people are already saying like, but Batman's got a gun. It's okay. Spoiler alert, this isn't Batman. This is Nightwing. Well, not Nightwing. This is Dick Grayson dressed as Batman. It's not that big of a spoiler. So Booster kind of goes, a little tussle with Batman. Meanwhile, it kind of cuts to now Jason Todd, who owns Jason Todd Tires. And again, you can start getting the idea that this world is very morbid. He's like, you get tired of parking in the city, and all of a sudden a Joker steals your tires. It's like, well, don't worry. We, here at Jason Todd Tires, we feel you too. That's why we invented the Todd Tire Taser. He's like, you park in Gotham, Joker tries to steal your tires, bzz, the Todd Tire Taser, gets him. And you're like, okay, he tases him, and it kills him. It's like, whoa. Somebody tries to steal my tires, like, I don't want to kill him, but you kind of get the idea that this is a little, like, over the top. Then I kind of don't want to go too much, but I want to show, like, the rest of the Bat family. Then you have Duke, who is kind of he's the Signal. Anybody reading that run or read that run of Batman, and you can tell, I guess it's like his mom talking to him, and it becomes very clear that there is a Joker virus going around that is kind of turning superheroes evil or mad or something like that. And his mom's like, don't worry, we're gonna beat that that evil Joker virus. Like, we're gonna show him. And it turns out that, like, she pretty much lobotomized him to prevent him from being Jokerized. And then you kind of get this nice scene of Bruce Wayne, and she talks about how all of the rich people are living behind the wall, kind of safe from the Joker, this Jokerization. You have Bruce Wayne dancing with his mom, so now you definitely know something's up. And I like this kind of explanation, and this will be the last panel I show, but Booster Gold's like, hey, look, this is my wedding present to you. What do you get the present for the guy who wants everything? He's like, so like Superman, he went into this like dream state and thought that his planet didn't blow up and everything was hunky-dory, but then he like started realizing like how wrong everything was. He's like, I wanted to give that to you, so I traveled back in time and saved your parents. He's like, now look how awful everything is. Like, now we're going to go back and kind of kill your parents and everything will be okay. And if anybody else sits here and thinks that is the most ridiculous thing in the world, it is. Bruce's reaction is actually kind of surprising to me. But it's not off the charts what I would expect to happen. But so now I'm going to explain why I think this kind of is like the Captain America run. Time travel outside of a major story arc or event or something like that generally gets erased, undone, or whatever happens is then minimized. So my prediction is anything that happens over the next couple issues in the Gift story arc will be undone, and everything will go back to normal until a later date when probably something will come up that the ripple effect of this happens. But fear not, this is a story arc. I don't think what happens in here will stick, but this is a very intense book. Artwork is excellent. I really liked it. A lot better than the last issue. So definitely pick this one up. Subscribe over here. Watch some more videos. Hit me up in the comments. Let me know what you guys think. And I'll see you next time.